What's going on, everybody? Richie here with Hybrid Athletics, and today I'm going to go over some myofascial release techniques to help you overcome your FAI hip impingement. Now, what myofascial release is, it's a form of massage. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to take all this dense tissue that's all wound up and pulling your skeleton out of place and causing the impingement. We're going to get into that tissue, we're going to break it down, and it's going to allow us to get into some deeper stretches, so it's going to help us make the most of our stretching, and over time will help you overcome your FAI hip impingement. Okay, so what you're going to need is a foam roller, some type of softball or lacrosse ball, a kettlebell, and a little stool, or even a stool, a box, anything like that will do. We're just going to go around this whole upper hip area and unlock all of the tight tissue, especially at these connective points. So, you know, where the let's say like where the inner thigh adductors and the hamstring meet, you know, tends to be a real like sticky area. The glute med on a lot of people tends to be a very sticky area. All those points that are connecting around the hips. All right, so let's start. Especially for you guys that are doing this for the first time, you're going to want to probably start with a foam roller. Over time, you'll get used to it, and then you'll probably get something like a PVC pipe, something like that. And then from there, you'll eventually get to like a softball or a lacrosse ball. But it doesn't hurt to try with the lacrosse ball just to see, or the softball, just to see how it feels. But I'm telling you right now, it can get real gnarly. All right, so we'll start by hitting the glute med. What you're going to do is, whichever side you're hitting, you're going to take that leg, cross it over the top. And then you're going to pretty much just get in there and just break up all that tissue. If you're doing this for the first time, it's going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. This doesn't do a lot for me right now because I'm so used to the, I've done so much foam rolling that I'm pretty much only used to softball now. We're just going to do that, and you're going to do it for however long it takes. Fish around. When you find a real tight spot, just kind of lay there. And don't make the mistake of feeling the uncomfortable position and jumping off of it. Actually try to sink into it deeper. And change happens. When change happens, you'll feel it start to loosen up. And whenever it does, it's good. You go over to the other side, and you do the same thing. Now, for the softball, it's going to hurt a lot more. It's a good thing. So you're going to take the softball, get it right under the glute. You can go like that. Oh, man. Yeah, that's gnarly. Just sink into it. You can lay like that. You can cross your leg up. You can scrub around. Do whatever you got to do to just loosen up all that tight tissue. Alright, so once we hit the glutes, we're going to kind of loop around, and we're going to get towards the front side and get the TFL and the hip flexors in the front. So what you would do is you would take your softball here, and you're going to find this muscle right in here, the TFL. You're going to kind of just smash it on there. And you're going to kind of just fish around for that sticky spot. And once you find the sticky spot, like I said before, don't jump off of it. Stay on it. And really mash it out. Now, I keep up with this pretty regularly, so for me it's going to be like a quick a sort of a quick thing. It's just a maintenance thing by this point. But for you guys that are doing this for the first time, you know, you might want to hang out there 2 minutes or more. Really, the more the better. Do it until you feel the change. The change happens when the change happens. And you can just sink into the ground. You know, fish around. Fish around and find out what works best for you. There's no 100% of right or wrong way for anybody. Everyone's body's different. You're going to be more tense in one side than the other, so you might have to stay on one side longer than the other. But yeah, after we hit that TFL, we're going to sort of loop around towards the inside and get the hip adductors or the thigh adductors. I like to use a kettlebell. Now, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to do this in your gym or not. I don't mind. It looks kind of, funny, because you're going to be kind of grinding all up on the kettlebell in the middle of the gym, but, I don't give a shit. I do it. But yeah, you're just going to get the, and be careful, don't smash anything. You're going to get the inner thigh adductor all the way up there where it connects. Yeah, you're just going to hang out like that. You can go like this, work the leg through a range of motion, and that's just fucking gnarly, man. Yeah. Woo! You're going to do that for a couple minutes. Really break up that tissue. Yeah, that's good. That feels great, actually. After that, take our box right here. We take the kettlebell. Be careful again. Just get the front of that quad, the top part. It's the part that never gets any love. It's hard to stretch it. And you can kind of just work it like that. Just work it over the top of that quad right there. You could do this with a barbell. I just happen to have a kettlebell right here, so, use what you got. But you could just scrub it. You could take the barbell, you could work it on both sides, roll it up and down. Just really focusing on that top part where it connects to all those other muscles. That seems to be the tightest spot usually, where all those muscles connect. And it's the same thing at the others. Do it for a minute, do it for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Do it till you feel a change. We'll get another one right now. This is gonna do the where the inner thigh adductors and the hamstring connect around the glute. Now you got so much muscle tissue connecting up there, that it can go real nasty up there, So you're just gonna put this on the stool. This one sucks. You're gonna find that spot, and you're just gonna sink into it. And then you could just work through the leg like that. And you'll feel it. You'll feel it start breaking down. And when you hit that spot again, don't jump off. You gotta tough it out. And that just sucks right there. That just sucks. And if you want to take a step forward, you can lean like that. Put more weight on it. You can grab a kettlebell or a plate. You can put some more weight on it. Whatever you gotta do to break that down. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this. I've been slacking on the myofascial release for a little bit, so it's actually about time that I hit this up. Same thing, guys. I would recommend do at least 2 minutes. More if you need it. You be the judge. The change happens when the change happens. Yeah, so pretty much we will have hit the glute med, and then we wrap around to the TFL, and then that upper quad region. After that, we kind of hit the inner thigh adductors, and then we kind of come full circle around when we hit that hamstring. And breaking up all that tissue is going to allow you to get into much deeper stretch So it's gonna really speed up the progress that you make with dealing with the FAI hip impingement. If you need to see some stretches, go check out my other video that I did, stretches to overcome hip impingement, and you can follow along with that. I give you a pretty good idea of how to stretch to correct that. And go check out some of my other videos as well for advice on how to overcome it. It's possible, you guys. I did it. They told me I needed surgery. I didn't believe them. I said, listen, why don't I try the physical therapy first? I could always get the surgery later. One of the best decisions I ever made. So yeah, it's possible. So there is hope. Don't get down on yourself. Try the myofascial release. Try the stretches. Let me know how it works. All right? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe because I got plenty more content on the way like this. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the box below and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. All right, take it easy, guys. Talk to you next time.